Frankly stated, Cardano ADA is like a pair of sneakers, whose laces are loose and dangling from side to side. Crypto market meltdowns can be scary, and what we are currently facing is enough to dissuade any prospective investor. Of course, no one wants to test the water when there is an extensive storm. Cardano may be hyped as a third-generation cryptocurrency, but it has problems tightening its loose edges and surmounting its mountainous weakness. When this is done, it could overtake the second-generation cryptocurrency, Ethereum. Unlike other cryptocurrencies that have seen massive spikes in the price over the years, Cardano seems to be trudging behind. The ADA coin has never traded higher than $3.10, which was its all-time high in 2021. In many ways, Cardano corresponds to the definition of an asset with low volatility. Simply put, instead of huge highs and lows, Cardano often seems to trade in a very narrow band for long periods of time. It is often paraded as a long-term play, but may frustrate investors looking for an immediate home run. To understand Cardano's strategy of rigorous research and development, we can borrow Abraham Lincoln's words. "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." Cardano began life in 2015, and until recently the team of developers have been sharpening that axe, and it is yet to land any significant stroke. Perhaps this will be done in 2023. The 2022 bear market has brought major crypto holders into their wits' end. Cardano has experienced a massive drop in the last few months, but the coming year could be a turning point for the altcoin. In 2022, despite the falling price, Cardano managed to undergo a massive upgrade, which is the Vassal hard fork. The upgrade came to the altcoin's network to improve the cryptocurrency's performance by increasing its scalability. The Vassal upgrade enabled the accommodation of applications from decentralized finance, smart contracts, and other dApp segments, propelling Cardano to grow in key areas of the crypto market. The ADA blockchain became functional for many sectors, and that could be seen as a bullish catalyst for Cardano in 2023. Also, stablecoins are the fastest growing asset in recent years because of their low volatility, and they are also used by all categories of investors. Stablecoins are among the biggest highlight on Ethereum's network, accounting for much of the main altcoin's gas rates. Recently, 3 stablecoins have accentuated the potential of these assets. With the safe arrival of Vassal, Cardano is set to venture into this area, thus leveraging the use of its blockchain. By 2023, crypto holders should expect at least 2 stablecoins to be launched on the ADA network. The USDA stablecoin is the first on the list. It will maintain its peg to the US dollar, being backed by fiat assets. One of the teams saddled with the responsibility of launching the stablecoin has partnered with a regulated financial services company based in the US. As a result, it will make cash deposits to USDA in a regulatory compliant way. The second stablecoin would be JED, and it aims to keep its value as close to $1 as possible by taking advantage of Cardano's smart contract design. To attain this goal, JED has a reserve of base currencies while mining and burning other stable assets and reserve currencies to contain fluctuations. The arrival of JED has been a long time coming, while the USDA project was recently announced in November 2022. Both projects come behind the failed Cardano stablecoin project, leaving the community in dire need of a functioning stablecoin. Well, one of the lessons that we have learned in 2022 is that not all stablecoins were created to be equal. The JED coin will have to overcome the stigma surrounding algorithmic stablecoins or will perform well to ease into integration. The utilization of JED will be reflective of how big the Cardano community can grow. On the other hand, the USDA coin will expect to help bridge the gap between TradeFi and DeFi. If Cardano can be up to the task and build out workable and accessible dApps, USDA can potentially bring more activity into the ecosystem with many of its use cases for users and large players. In addition, next year we'll see the advancement of Cardano's work on the African continent. Perhaps Cardano's delayed first stroke will land here. The altcoin team has managed to sign contracts with governments in Africa, such as Ethiopia, for example, where Ethiopian developers can apply blockchain technology to the country's agricultural industry. Just in case Cardano's developments grow in Africa next year, mass adoption may come to ADA. Plus, the continent may also see an application for DeFi, considering the difficulty of banking access for Africans is quite enormous. The presence of Cardano on DeFi could make it Africa's blockchain of choice for new applications in this area, thereby increasing both adoption and on-chain activity. These are potential reasons why Cardano could overtake Ethereum. Everything has been set in stone, and it is even enthralling that we are already talking about the coming year. However, Cardano is already making a move to surpass the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap. According to a crypto researcher, Siraj, the Cardano networking layer might be found to be many times more decentralized than the networking layer of Ethereum. In a series of tweets, Siraj highlighted just how he made this conclusion. In his words, the decentralization of the validator node in a proof-of-stake blockchain is determined by the Nakato coefficient. Oh, that's definitely a mouthful. Let's simply call it minimum attack vector, or MAV for short. The MAV is the minimum number of independent parties required to join together for a successful attack on a blockchain. Currently, Cardano has a MAV of 24, and Ethereum only has a MAV of 3. I mean, this is an 8-fold difference. The mid-September merge update, which introduced the proof-of-stake transition, has recently pressed Ethereum under fresh scrutiny. According to Siraj, validators are the network nodes that operate in proof-of-stake blockchains by validating transaction blocks on said blockchain. This definition fits all other blockchains except Ethereum. In Ethereum's case, there are two types of nodes: nodes that can propose blocks and nodes that cannot. And nodes that can propose blocks are only a small percentage of the total nodes on Ethereum, which also includes the validator nodes. The other nodes on the network, which form the majority, do not propose blocks, but they still play a critical role in securing the network by holding all block proposers accountable by listening for new blocks and verifying their validity on arrival. Based on this fact, there are two entities, namely validator nodes and attesters. And this is what happens on the Ethereum networking layer. The stake is supplied to the validator nodes by attesters, while the validator nodes create and validate blocks. Here, attesters simply agree on the order of transactions. Currently, 480,000 attestations are happening on Ethereum, and Siraj claimed that these numbers do not imply the number of validators. The overall number of validator nodes on the Ethereum blockchain stands at 7,554 nodes. On the other hand, Cardano has 3,200 nodes. But this is the point. The decentralization of the validator nodes, as calculated by MAV, might suggest Cardano outperforms Ethereum in this metric by 8x. This development in Ethereum just supports the claim that the merge might not be a miraculous event after all. Moving forward, Siraj also addressed the staking rewards. Cardano ranked the second largest staking network after Ethereum, with a staking market cap of $8 billion, while Ethereum had a $21 billion staking market cap. There are basically two metrics that reflect participation in staking, which are the staking ratio and the number of individual wallets participating in staking. In Cardano, stakers have a choice to run their validators or even delegate ADA to preferred validators. ADA can be restaked whenever desired, given that Cardano does not have any locking protocols. Meanwhile, staking rewards in Ethereum staking remains locked in Ethereum, with no ability to withdraw. Withdrawals are planned for the upcoming Shanghai upgrade. In the same way, staking is dependent on centralized staking providers like Lido and Coinbase. Regarding the degree of participation of total coins in circulation and staking, Cardano has a staking ratio of 71%, while Ethereum only has a staking ratio of 13%. The total number of individual staked wallets in Cardano could be compared to the total number of unique depositors in Ethereum. On this premise, Cardano could be said to have 14 times more participation than Ethereum. Of course, we must remember that it's the little things that matter because they make up big wins. Naturally, every little win does not go unnoticed, and it is celebrated in the Cardano network. Cardano is trying to create a better version of the blockchain, but competitors like Ethereum have the advantage of longer histories of use and more uptake by developers. The crypto market is getting ever more crowded, and it's not easy getting attention. However, Cardano backers believe it could become one of the leading cryptocurrencies, all thanks to its innovative and environmentally friendly system. The small wins matter, and Cardano can leverage them to overtake its competitors. At the same time, just invest what you are comfortable with losing, and don't get caught up with all the hype or the FOMO. But of course, what are your thoughts on this? Let us have in the comments section below. We'll see you in the next video, but before then, check out our other videos to find out how Cardano is living up to the dream of being the Ethereum killer. And as always, make sure you click on the subscribe notification buttons.